All right, can you guys hear me okay? I know it's probably a little bit blurry. Let me see here. Are we good? Okay, cool. I was waiting for someone to say it in the chat. Okay, so we're gonna get started, you guys. This is gonna be quick because it is thundering and lightning like crazy here, and so I don't want to go too long knowing that I could get disconnected because you guys know how great my Wi-Fi is anyways, so we're just gonna go for it. I really just had a couple things tonight. I know it's a holiday weekend, so I appreciate those of you that are on here. You guys can message your team, tell them to jump on, tell them it's gonna be short and sweet. But I love getting this time to connect with you guys, even on a holiday weekend, because it's also end of month. And you guys, tomorrow is a big day, and I don't know if you guys realize this. I know that often newer distributors in their first few months don't realize that the 25th is a big day for all of our businesses because a ton of auto ships run. And so it's usually the biggest day of volume boost of the month. Granted, sometimes there's better days at the end of the month because everyone's hustling, but the 25th is a big day because from the month before, you have anyone that ordered between April 25th and April 30th as a new customer, their auto ship is running tomorrow. So you have, 5 or 6 days of auto ship or customers that are now running tomorrow. And last month they were spread out over 5 days or so. Does that make sense? So tomorrow is a fun day because you actually get to see where you are towards your goal. You have a very accurate number of what boxes are at what amount and who's commission qualified and who's not. So tomorrow's a big day and I'm pumped about it. But we still have so much time left in the month, you guys, and you hear me say this every month, but having about a week left in the month, that's 25% of the month. That's huge. Sometimes people feel like they're so far from their goal and they give up that last week of the month. Why? Your business can literally change in 24 hours in this business. I've watched crazy things happen in 24 hours. So I don't care how far you feel like you are from your goal. You're not going to give up on it because guess what? You're going to have the same goal next month if you don't hit it this month. So you might as well use this next week to hustle so that next month when you're pushing for this same goal or even a bigger one, it's less scary. So do whatever you can this month to set yourself up to hit whatever goals you have over the summer. We always have to be looking a little bit further ahead and having those longer term goals. Otherwise, you'll get discouraged when you miss some of the shorter ones. And you guys will. Newsflash, if you're in this business, there's probably going to come a month or 3 or 12 or 20 months where you miss whatever goal you put out there. But you keep putting it out there. Otherwise, you have nothing to push for and you will never hit it. So, okay, didn't want to talk about any of that really. It wasn't on my list, but okay. First of all, I'm super proud of the team for how many host to post we have up, you guys. The most comments our host to post giveaway has ever had was 3.1 thousand. You guys, 3,100. That's insane anyways. And that was last month. So that was the most we have ever had. And I know sometimes that's us tagging people. It's not all host to post up, but for the most part, we had about 3,000 host to post up last month. This month, that thread is already over 4,000. So we are well on our way to doubling the amount of host to posts that we have ever had on this team. And you guys, our enrollments reflect that. The higher our host to post thread gets, the more enrollments we have. And we're still ahead of last month. And last month was insane. So if you feel like host to post doesn't work or there's no correlation between host to post and enrollments, you're wrong. And I'm going to say this probably on every Huddle and Zoom forever and ever, for as long as host to post is working, you guys. Host to post is where it's at, and you want to take advantage of it while it's hot. So I'm going to talk to you about a few things on how to get more host to post up right now, because here's the deal. I know the first few, maybe week or two of the month, it's pretty easy to get a bunch of new people or a bunch of new host to post up because you have all the people that always post for you every single month. We all have those people. So you can go back through all those people. And so you, right off the bat, you're getting your 10 a day that we shoot for, right? It's a little bit easier to get 5 to 10 a day up. And then usually around the halfway part of the month, you're like, okay, slowing down. It's so much harder to find people to post. Like the same people are commenting on my giveaway posts. Okay, we're all there. Okay, we can just not complain about that because it's just something that happens because you've already gone through your normal list. So if you can hear a dog barking, I'm sorry, that's not thunder. That's an annoying dog that we have. So here's a couple of things. If you haven't given everyone that's hosted a post for you, if you haven't given them a chance to get a second entry, like literally, I don't know what's happening over there. Maybe having a nightmare is kind of what it sounds like. But if you haven't given everyone a chance to get a second entry into the giveaway, please do that. Sorry, we gotta do something about this. Okay, if you guys don't know, we have an annoying dog. His name is Zip. He drives me absolutely up the nut. I can't even talk because that's how annoyed I am. Okay, so give everyone a second chance to get an entry. Just go back to people and say, hey, I don't know if you saw this, but you can actually have 2 entries into our giveaway. Do you want another one? I'll give you a quick post. Okay, it doesn't have to be anything special, but that's a quick way to kind of get on a roll and to get a few more posts up quickly. But what I want you to do is when they agree to post for you, you're obviously going to give them a different post than what they did before. But I send all those people, or have been sending all those people, a post about the giveaway. So if they haven't already posted about the giveaway for you, have them post about the giveaway. My friend Alyssa is giving away $300 this week. Spell your name backwards in the comments for details on how to get an entry. Just something like that. Make it up. It can be, you know, one of the ones I do is like drop the names of your fur babies in the comments to get a chance to win $300. Whatever. Make something up, short and sweet, and have them post about the giveaway for you. Because now they're going to get comments on that post. You're going to reach out to those people and have them post for you. Okay, I've even been doing this a couple of layers deep. Like I'll have, let's say, Lindsay post for me about the giveaway. Her friends start commenting. I have her friends also post about the giveaway. And it's really simple to get 10 posts up, I feel like, when you're doing a lot more giveaway posts. So do that for a day or two and then go back to doing the heart post or whatever. I know it feels like it's not income producing to not have people post about the products of the business, but you're still growing your network. It allows you to get more hosts to post up, expand your friends list, and then you're going to get more interaction on other posts that you're making because you're going to have a bunch of new friends that you've been talking to in Messenger. Because I truly feel like right now, we know Facebook changes all the time. There's always different things with the algorithm, different things that make Facebook happy. Right now, we know that what makes Facebook happy is interacting with people in Messenger. It shows Facebook, hey, they're friends. Let's show them each other's stuff. So if you want your other posts to get more engagement, you want to spend more time in your Messenger. So doing host to post is a great way to do that because you're talking to all of these new friends right off the bat through Messenger. So do give away host to post. And then follow up with people that you sent posts to, but they didn't post. And I used to get in my head about this, like I'll send them the heart post or I'll send them something about the business and they don't post it. And I immediately think, oh, they just don't want to post. They don't want to post about weight loss, or like they feel weird about doing this. I just have a copy and paste follow-up message like, hey, no pressure if you didn't want to post for me, but I want to make sure your name's in the drawing if you're still wanting an entry. Most of the time they come back and they say, oh my gosh, I just forgot. I was, got busy, whatever. But I usually, when I go back through my inbox and follow up with people that I've sent the post to, I usually get 3 or 4 more up just by doing that. So really no extra work, except I'm following up with them. And then sometimes people are like, oh, I did post it. And they just never told me they posted it and I wasn't tagged. So I have to go back and search through her page. But you guys, that happened to me the other day and I went back and found her post and it had 40 comments on it. Can you imagine had I not asked her or followed up with her, I would have missed that whole network of people that was commenting on the heart host to post. Okay, so that's a couple of things. The other thing, you guys, that you can do to get more hosts to post up for the second half of the month is ask people to post for you. Okay, so pretty much when host to post started a couple years ago, that's what we did. We literally just asked people to post for us as a favor. We didn't do giveaways. We had no special prize. Occasionally we would tell them, like, if we get any customers from your posts, we'll send you like a sample, or, we would like bribe people that way. But we used to just ask people like, hey, I'm pushing for a huge goal this month. Would you mind putting a quick post up on your wall for me? And people did it all the time. So you can still reach out and ask people to post for you. And now you get to say, and just by doing that, I'll put your name in our $300 cash drawing on Friday. And actually, our next drawing, you guys, just so you know, because I know I'll get a lot of questions, It is not Friday because we never do one before the end of the month. I'll have to look up the date. It's on the team page in the graphic. It tells you when all the drawing dates are. So on Friday, don't blow up my messenger and say, where's the video? Where's the video? Can't find it. It's not on Friday. It's, I can't remember. It's the first, I believe. Okay. So I wanted to tell you guys that. So you can ask people to post for you. Okay. Start with people that are active on Facebook. You can tell there's like a green light. You can see, especially if you're on your computer, it's really easy to see who is on Facebook at the time. You can start with your friends list. I know people that just start with the A's on their friends list. You can do that. So there's lots of different ways, but you guys, you might have to work a little bit harder to get the same number of host to post up in the last half of the month. But what I love about the last half of the month is if you actually make host to post a priority and you set your goal to get 10 every single day, what's going to happen is you're going to have new people posting for you because you're having to dig a little bit deeper to find people to post for you. So you're opening up new circles. So I get more excited in the last half of the month, even if I don't get my full 10, because it's a new network that I'm breaking into. So, and just so you guys know, with the giveaway host to post, I have people all the time that I message that they spelt their name backwards or they dropped the names of their pets and they wanted an entry and they don't post for me. I message them and I'm like, hey, I saw your thing, and all you'll do is make a quick post, and they don't post for me a lot. But you know what happens? They're friends with me on Facebook, and the next time I post about the giveaway or we post the live video and I start a watch party, is those people want to host a post. So sometimes it's not the first message that gets those people. You're a random stranger telling them that you'll put their name in a drawing for cash, okay? Sometimes they just don't respond. Maybe they think it's too good to be true. So just know that, you know, I had to go through a lot of giveaway host to post yesterday to get my 10 up, but those people are coming back. And so that kind of leads me to my next point, because I've heard from a couple of people, and I don't know if she's on here tonight. I'm not going to call her out, but she's not the only one. But I asked her how host to post was going, and she said, well, not so great. I spent all night messaging these people. I had 2 posts and I messaged over 100 people and I didn't sign one customer from it. And I was like, whoa, what? You had 2 posts that got 100 comments? Like, first of all, you should be flipping out. That's amazing. She's like, but I added and messaged like 100 people and I didn't sign a customer. And I'm like, I would be freaking out excited if I got 100 new friends on Facebook that were, and the posts were about making money and the heart host to post. And I'm like, you just added 100 friends that are interested in exactly what you do. So I'm like, man, it stinks that they didn't sign up on the spot. But literally, I have such a different perspective for host to post. Host to post for me is like, great. We have some unicorns that we call unicorns, the people that just order the first time you talk to them. We do get some unicorns because host to post allows us to talk to more people. So of course we're going to find some rare people that will order right off the bat. But I get more excited about host to post because I know I'm growing my network with people that are interested in stuff that I have to offer. I also know I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be posting about the coffee tomorrow and the next day and the next day and 3 months from now, and I'm not going anywhere. So I have that perspective. I don't need them to order right then. I would love for them to, but I know eventually, because I know I'm going to stay consistent. I know I love the products. I know I'm going to continue to share them. I know eventually they're going to want something that we have to offer. So just keep that in mind. You kind of have to flip your perspective. Like if you're in our big team chat, which I'm guessing most of you guys are, you're seeing people say, boom, from host to post, boom, from host to post. That doesn't mean that those people are coming from host to post that day. Yes, sometimes they do, but a lot of times my customers are coming from host to post, but it was like earlier this month or last month or even a couple months ago. Sometimes I've just become their friends because of host to post, and then several months later, they're reaching out about something completely different than what they even got to my page for. So try to have that longer term perspective for host to post. Stop focusing so much on the enrollments that are coming from it and more focused on the relationships that you're now going to get to build with people that are interested in something that you have, and get really excited about the potential growth that you're going to have over the summer, you guys. And I don't think host to post is ever going to fully go away. I think it's always going to be something that works for us. We're going to always have to tweak it, and wording will probably stop working and all sorts of things. We're probably going to have to find our way around it. Like people used to tag us. Now a lot of us have better results when they don't tag us. Okay. It's always changing. But right now, it's still really, really working. And so use that, because you want to get your friends list in your network as big as possible going into these summer months. People are about to go back to more of a normal life and a normal routine, which also means they're going back to normal paychecks and they'll have the money to spend on the products that they're watching you now post about. So take advantage of it while it's hot and while it's working, and grow your network as big as you possibly can. And then you do the work to stay consistent on your page. Okay. The host to post should be the priority right now. Finding those 10 people to post for you every day. The posting and everything to me is secondary. You need to post. You need to talk about the products and the opportunity that we have, but host to post first, then products. And for those of you that have been in for a long time, this is hard because it's backwards. Before we had host to post, we really focused on having stuff in your stories and posting, a couple times a day, once about the business and once about the products. And I don't want to say that that's not important, but to me, host to post is first. All of the other stuff is more of a form of follow-up. I'm getting people to my page because they're interested in losing weight. Posting about the coffee is a form of follow-up to get that person that's already on my page interested in a product. Does that make sense? So get them to your page first, seal the deal with your consistency. Okay, two other little things. Okay, so a couple other things that I've been doing. I kind of just touched on it, but not focusing so much on my personal post. Okay, if you guys follow me, like I've probably been posting like maybe twice a day, maybe 3 times a day on a good day. I've taken all the time out of posting, you guys. A lot of the captions are not my captions. I take a photo of whatever I'm doing that day and I will pair a caption from another top leader. I will tweak it to fit me, or one of you guys. You might even see that I'm stealing your post, because again, I'm not putting the emphasis on posting. Posting is just something I'm doing to keep my storefront open. When I get up in the morning, I do my personal development, spiritual development, whatever, and then I go into host to post. Then I go back and do those other things that are not as income producing. But that being said, I've been doing more personal posts on my page, host to post all day long, pretty much, when I, can squeeze it in here and there when the baby's napping. And then I do some short product posts at night. So like every 2 to 3 days. Again, you guys can go look at my page. Some of them are set to friends only, but I'll do a quick post about Thermophyte X, like who wants to lose 31 pounds on a $40 budget. A lot of you guys have used that one. Or I'll post something about the cleanse, or growing your hair out. And I'll do those at night every couple of days, because that just tends to be when my network is on. But because I'm spending so much time in my inbox, because I'm talking to so many people and adding so many friends and talking to them, different people are seeing those product posts, and my product posts are getting way more interaction than they normally do. So it's not foolproof. Like there are still times that I'll post something and it gets very little, but for the most part, those posts are getting more traction because of the amount of time I'm spending in my inbox. So don't just throw up a post like that and compare yourself to my post. If you're not doing all the behind the scenes work, that's why my posts are getting comments. So just a tip with those short little sweet posts. I know they're fun. We like to post them because that's how we feel like we're going to sign customers. And a lot of times we do. You can't overdo it. So do not only make your product post those short and sweet Facebook colorful background posts. Mix it up a little bit. Post some pictures of your coffee. Do some different things in there. Don't post them every single day. But when you do post them, what I've been doing that seems to be working is posting it, going to the comments, putting a few before and after pictures in the comments. And then once I've done that, you guys, I go back to old posts about that product. And I also post the before and after pictures there, or post some different before and after pictures there. So if you're brand new and this is like too much, just zone me out for a second. But you can also just listen and know it's okay. You'll figure it out later. But for those of you that know how to use collections on Facebook, I have a collection for cleanse. I have a collection for TFX. I have a collection for hair, skin, and nails, and then some like triple threat or like weight loss packs. And so I have a bunch of my old posts saved to those collections. So let's say a month ago, I posted about the cleanse and it got a few comments. I save that to my cleanse collection. And then every once in a while, I'll go back to those cleanse posts and I'll post a new before and after picture in the comments. Doing this recirculates that post on Facebook. It shows Facebook like, oh, this post from 2019 or this post from March got a comment again. So I'm going to start showing it to people. And so it'll kind of recirculate for a minute. And so let's take for example, last night I posted about the cleanse. I went back to post from over the last year about the cleanse, and I boosted all of those. So now I feel like those people that are seeing my cleanse post from last night, they're now seeing like 5 to 6 other posts about the cleanse in their newsfeed from me. So I'm just telling you this because it seems to be what's working for me. I don't know why or what, but I will never hold back stuff that is working for me, and you guys can do it if you want to. But boosting old posts. And then one other thing that I did do this week, those of you that follow me, you know I don't go live very much on Facebook, okay? If you can't tell, not really a natural on video, and I stumble over my words and can't talk like right now. But I do think that every once in a while, being courageous enough to go live on Facebook does make a huge difference. And so go on there mixing your coffee. Literally read the back of the bag if you need to, but go live showing people, talk about the difference between keto coffee and skinny brew. That's what I did. Talk about the difference. You don't have to know all the fancy words. You don't have to go through the ingredients, but go through like, this one's like a cappuccino and this one's a black French roast and this one is 10 calories and this one's 100, but go on there and do a live video, because I had a lot of people that were interested in the coffee that actually saw that video, even if it was a day or two later. So that's a couple of things that I've been doing. Of course, my enrollments haven't been out the roof, but my list of potentials, you guys, is so long from just doing those things consistently. So that's it. This went a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. One last little thing is that tomorrow night we are doing a work from home opportunity event. Even though it is Memorial Day, it'll be tomorrow night at 8:30 Central. And it's going to be 3 ladies. I know a couple of them were on here earlier, but it's going to be 3 ladies that are actually fairly new to the business. One of them signed in March and 2 of them have signed in April. And together they've probably signed about 200 customers combined between the 3 of them. So that's crazy because they've all been in for about 2 months or less. And so we're going to hear from them just about how they found the business. They're going to talk a little bit about, what life looked like before they joined, how they found the business, what their hesitations were, and then what, the success they've had so far. So this is really good to get your potentials on, because I know sometimes with our work from home things, it's like several girls that have been doing it for over a year. And sometimes our potentials can't wrap their brain around that. And so I'm really excited about tomorrow night, and you guys should get on and cheer these girls on, because they are so very new that they're going to want your support. And so when that starts tomorrow night, you guys it's 8:30 Central. You guys can start a watch party on your page. So whenever you see a live video, it's always best to start a watch party on your page rather than sharing it. When you do a watch party, it looks like to your friends that you are live on Facebook. So even though you're not in the video, when you do the watch party, it actually looks like you're hosting it rather than just sharing it from a different source, if that makes sense. So create a watch party for that. We're still doing new distributor trainings on Tuesday and Thursday night. You guys, those have been doing amazing. We've had different leaders on each one, different topics. So make sure your new distributors are getting plugged into that. And then I have to draw a name from the contest. Yesterday, we did a little t-shirt contest, so I will actually do that right now. But I want you guys to know that we're also doing a huge contest. It will start tomorrow, so I'm not going to give you any details, but it will be on the team page. It's one of my favorites. We usually do it about once a year. And it'll be announced sometime tomorrow morning. So be on the lookout for that. There's going to be a live video on the team page. And then there's also going to be a contest on the team page that you guys are going to want to be on the lookout for. We have a really big goal to hit as a team. And it's literally going to take all of us to do it. But I'm going to be bold, knowing God put this crazy dream out there and he can do anything through this team. And so I'm going to be going live talking about that. So let me put these names in here. I wasn't expecting to do this from my phone. So okay. click off of here real quick to make sure I didn't forget anyone. We had someone get 36 host to post up yesterday, just so you guys know. So shout out to Krista. That is amazing. Okay, so you guys, this is bad. Can I just share this? Hold on, let me go back to my camera. Some of you may have just not messaged me, and I'm gonna hope that's the case. But besides me, and I think Tiff Pfeiffer also, which I didn't put her name in here, but I know she's fine with it. But we had 5 people. 5 people. Okay, there's 47 people on here right now. There's about 200 people in our team chat. 5 people got 10 hosts to post up yesterday. So I'm gonna give this whole group that's on here the same goal that I gave your diamond and above leaders earlier today. Because I know most of you guys are wanting to be diamond and above at some point in your future. And so I'm gonna give you that same goal to push for. When I told them, it was around noon today, so I'll make your goal a little bit different. But there are 7 days left in the month. Make your goal to push and get 70 hosts to post up by the end of the month. So that means average 10 a day, which means tomorrow you can work your tail off and get 20, 30 hosts to post up. And then some days you might only get 4, 5 hosts to post up. But what I'm saying is we've been telling you guys, master host to post and you'll make $1 million. So that needs to be your #1 priority, is figuring out some way, somehow, how you're going to get 10 hosts to post up for the next, for the rest of the week. Okay, 70 hosts to post, start your countdown. Some of you probably want to vomit. Others of you are like, let's do this. So, okay, we're doing it. Here we go. I'm going to spin this wheel. And the 70 hosts to post, sorry, I'm reading the chat. It's not it's not a contest or anything. It's just a way for you guys to grow your paycheck. So here we go. We're going to spin this wheel. There's only 5 people on it, like I said. And the winner is Tracy. Is she on here? Yep, Tracy Black. So you are the winner. I'll message you after this and we'll get you your address to get that awesome t-shirt. That's it, you guys. Okay, so we're going to fight to get 70 hosts to post up per person. There's 40 people on the Zoom. Who can do the math? I just saw Marcella's eyes widen. I can see you on my screen. You can do it. Why not? It's just like signing customers and signing distributors. If you can get up 1 host to post, you can get up 70 hosts to post. It's just a matter of how many people you're willing to talk to. So you guys can do it. Take it 10 at a time. And if you get your 70, Marcella, I want you to shoot me a private message, because I happen to call you out because there's only 5 people on my screen right now and I can see your face. So why not? Why not dream big? And if you fall short, guess what? You're probably going to get up more hosts to post than you ever have in a week before. So, okay. All right, guys, that's it. The Sunday night call is starting now, so you guys can all switch over. Since I'm doing this from my phone, I'm not going to be able to screen share, but you guys hop over. It's on Mark Pentecost's page.